Space, this is Squadron Leader. I have an unidentified flying object inside over Morty's diner.
Take me to your diner, Earthling.
Well, here we are. I don't know what night this is. Oh, it's Wednesday night. Correct. Wednesday night. At 5 minutes till midnight. Okay. Very good. Well, just a brief show tonight. Tonight's show is entitled Even More Nothing. Yeah, we're on a nothing streak of shows. Because there's no topic, there's nothing. I have nothing to say. But I'll hang around for like a half hour or for hours, see how it goes. Hello, Rich. Good evening. Terrible static? Hold on. Let me listen to this. All right, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't hear any static. Yeah, I don't hear any static there. The music's supposed to be static. No, it's relaxing, meditative, get ready for bed music. Hello, Max. No class, just all laughs with a bit of face blast. Absolutely right. And hello, One. Yeah, I don't hear any static. I was listening on the other screen. And oh, okay. Very good. Very nice. Well, I had an absolutely remarkable day. I mean, nobody cares, but I'll talk about it. By the way, the invite link is posted if anybody wants to come on and talk with Morty about anything. Just go ahead and click the link. All right. And there it is again. Let me make sure it's posted because I can't tell. I don't know what's going on. No, it is. Okay. Very good. Well, I took a shower today. Shaved, shampooed, everything. Brushed my teeth. And, Crest mouthwash. And I went out and saw some people. And cold day, but very, very nice. It was cloudy, but again, no rain, no snow. That was disappointing. But it was gray, completely gray skies, so that was nice. The last few days were, bright, sunny, blue skies. But anyway, okay. And I went to Safeway. I picked up 2 frozen dinners, shoved them in the freezer for future reference. And I did some other stuff. So later on in the evening, about an hour ago, maybe 2 hours, 1 hour, 2 hours ago, I turned on the YouTube and I saw that channel was on. So I clicked on it, and guess what they were talking about? The penance list. Unbelievable, huh? So I watched that for maybe 5 minutes. There's only so much of that channel I can take. I mean, you know what I mean. That voice. Oh. So then I looked at what else was on, and I saw, Horology Dungeon is on. So I'll go over and I clicked over onto Horology Dungeon. Guess what they were talking about? The penance list. It was Easy Company and Jock Bateman. And on that other show, that channel, in the chat, there was A.D. Never Calling and Dirk Diggler and, the guy in the panel, that guy. Unbelievable. Of course, they got some things wrong when they talked about the penance list on that channel. See, even though I say things here, nightly or, regularly, it always gets delivered on those channels incorrectly. The numbers the amounts of penance are not going down and down. I said a week ago, due to fluctuations in the market, volatile market conditions, penance amounts change, reflective of market conditions. There's no strategy of making them lower and lower and lower. I mean, it's just, I know, what can you do? You're dealing with people who, they just make up their own stuff. So, for example, today, here's the penance list. As of today, the 28th, Dr. Bob, 450. Golden Baba, 450. A.D. Never Calling, 650. Narc, 2100. Watch Nicholas, 5450. Uzi, 5450. And that guy, 21,000. And as I've stated a few times, I removed the condition of the exorcism. It's it's too hard to verify. If I was presented with a certificate with a stamp on it and a wax seal, how am I going to verify it's legit? Okay. Somebody mentioned that the Pope is from Chicago. I mean, this wouldn't involve dealing with the Pope, but the Pope is, from Chicago, and that guy's from Chicago, and he knows a lot of people, and who knows where those certificates come from. So it's just too complicated. So that's why I removed the exorcism condition on that. And again, I don't expect anybody to be doing penance, but this is my position on this, regardless, And of course, this any of these people who decide to do penance, it must be through Cash App, Ko-Fi, or PayPal. But again, I mean, from day one, I said, I don't expect anybody to come to the diner and do penance, to get readmitted, But there it is. That's the latest with that. Let me catch up on the comments. McLobster. Good evening. Rich Mitch, there are some workmen coming to my house. Floorboards are askew. Whiff. Whiff. What does that mean? Are skew whiff. Okay. Are they going to install levels? Like Kramer put levels in his apartment. Then he changed it back. Yeah. Well, all right. Well, good luck with that, Rich. All right. So we got that covered. That's today's penance update. Let's get back to... yeah, there we go. I noticed when I set up the show like 10-20 minutes ago, I noticed that on the Docs channel there was no scheduled, there was no thumbnail for a Jackson Bob show tonight. So because I did a show 2-3 evenings ago, and Jack's really, well, the guys over there, they couldn't believe I was doing a show 11:30 to about 12:30. But there's no, anybody does a show whenever they want. There's no time reserved, or times blocked out for other channels. I mean, it's, whatever. Yeah, Max Carter, Ilhan Omar got a face blast. Oh, really? Well, I haven't caught up on the news today. I foresee that if things keep going, she will be removed from Congress, and President Trump will have her deported back to Somalia. That would be the optimum result of the Ilhan Omar situation. He has the authority to do that. Congress has the authority to remove her. I mean, she's clearly demonstrated she's a traitor to the country. Her loyalty is to Somalia. I mean, the amount of clips on there where she's saying this in Somalian, is they're numerous. Okay, Rich, unaligned floorboards. They're going to spoil my peace. Fortunately, I have the diner to calm me. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Well, unaligned floorboards, yeah, you have to get those all evened out. That's almost as bad as having a gopher in your backyard. You can trip on an unaligned floorboard and, smash your face into the floor. So, yeah, that'll be good to get that taken care of. All right. What else is going on? Let's see. McLobster channel member. Those people must get a sense of pride from seeing themselves on the penance list, reminiscent of the Old West villains. Oh, you mean like wanted posters? Yeah, well, they're not wanted. That's the thing, Certainly not here. But, I am being reasonable. If inside in their inner being they decide that they think it over and they want to perform penance, then they can come back here. If not, fine. See, this is the thing I'm saying from the first time I presented the list. If they don't want to come back to the diner, no problem. I'm not making anybody, I'm not making any of those people pay. That's what one of those guys says. Morty expects me to pay. Fuck him. No, I'm not expecting anything. But if they want to come back and be part of the Morty's Diner, then that's what the penance is needed. Yeah, okay. Somebody was talking about Gildan, Morty. Who's the hottie in the picture? Oh, you like her, huh? Her name is Nicole. 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 That's a nice girl's name. Nicole. Nicole. Yeah. Nicole. A lot of girls named Nicole. They use the nickname Nikki, Nikki, which is a cute name. But her name is Nicole. But I guess she calls herself when she's working the street there. I guess he, she, they, them. I guess she calls herself Nikki, Nikki. So yeah, but it's Nicole. Thank you for asking. Mac Lobster, channel member, made it to Costco finally today. Very exciting visit. Landed a magnificent chunk of Gruyere. Oh, fantastic. You have a picture of that? And what's the weight of it? How many ounces or pounds is this magnificent chunk? Send me a photo or come on the panel and, show a photo of the block of cheese. And we'll show it and talk about it. And have you tried a piece of it yet or not yet? Cheese talk is always welcome here. It's a great topic. Cheese. Yeah, I've done extensive talk about cheddar cheese, Gouda cheese, Munster cheese, American cheese, Swiss cheese, Emmentaler cheese, but never Gruyere. So that'd be very good. Hey, cheese talk always works. Ah, well, okay, McLobster. Yeah, I had some excellent real deal Swiss. I thought Gruyere might be from France, but you have Gruyere cheese from Switzerland. Let me look that up. I'm not a Gruyere expert, so let's see what this says here. Gruyere cheese. There. Okay, here we go. It's a hard Swiss cheese that originated in Neuchâtel, Bern cantons in Switzerland. Named after the town of Gruyere in Fribourg. In 2001, Gruyere gained the Appellation d'Origine Contrôlée, AOC, which became the appellation of origin AOP in 2013. It's a Swiss type or Alpine cheese. Sweet but slightly salty, with a flavor that varies widely with age. Often described as creamy and nutty when young, becoming more assertive, earthy, and complex as it matures. When fully aged, 5 months to a year, it tends to have small cracks that impart a slightly grainy texture. Unlike Emmental, with which it is often confused, modern Gruyere has few, if any, eyes, the small holes that can develop in Swiss-type cheese during aging. I'm going to buy some of this. It's cow milk cheese. Yeah, okay, here it is. Although Gruyere is recognized as a Swiss geographical indication in the EU, Gruyere of French origin is also protected as a protected geographical indication in the EU. To avoid confusion, the EU PGI Gruyere must indicate that it comes from France, and must make sure it cannot be confused with Gruyere from Switzerland. It is therefore generally sold as, quote, French Gruyere. So yeah, okay. So it's I was kind of right. It's Swiss, and it's also French. Fantastic. And you bought that at Costco. How big a chunk is it? Half pound, a pound, or is it larger? I mean, heavier? Can you share that? What size chunk is it? Because I'd like to buy that. I'll go to Costco again in a week or two, and I'll look for it. If you're there, McLobster, how big a chunk is it? How much does it weigh? But I'm gonna look for that. I've also talked about Havarti many times, which is one of my favorites. Okay, a couple pounds. Wow, that's a lot of cheese. Okay, so let's say, let me get a calculator here. Let's say it's 2 pounds, approximately. That's 32 ounces. And if I have 2 ounces a day, that's 16 servings, which is just over, it's 2.5 weeks about. Okay, I can do that. That can work, because I can do that for breakfast. 2 slices of, 2 ounces, 2 or 3 ounces of Gruyere cheese, some shredded wheat, handful of shredded wheat, and fruit, cantaloupe or blueberries, whatever. Fantastic. I'm looking forward to that Gruyere cheese now. Shit. Of course, you can have it any time of day, lunch, evening, even late night. But sometimes I like it for breakfast. Or I could just have a salad for lunch, a big salad, and just put the cheese, add the cheese to that. That's another great idea. Wow, all these ideas. Amazing. If you don't like it, I'll buy it off you. No, I'm sure I'll like it, but that's a very nice offer. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, when I buy cheese, I buy 2-pound packages of Tillamook or Finlandia, but they're all sliced up. You get like 2 or 4 varieties of cheese, and I think that's a 2-pound package. So, yeah, no problem. Certainly, have it over a couple of weeks. Works great. Look at this from McLobster, channel member. $1.99 for the Gruyere Fund. Oh, thank you very much. I'm really touched. Really, that's very, very nice. Thank you very much. See, only here on this channel. No other channel is going to have a Gruyere Fund. Mm-hmm. Hey, it's been 26 minutes already. Isn't that unbelievable? Time just flies. So I'll be here just a little bit longer. Unless, somebody has some great topic suggestions like the Gruyere cheese from McLobster, or if anybody wants to come on, join the panel for a conversation. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Oh, well, it is tomorrow. It's 12:17 in the morning. Thursday morning because I could pick up another bottle of, benzos. I'm all out. So I can pick it up tomorrow and gulp those down. That'll be good. Yeah, Rich. I like cheddar cheese, Havarti, Munster cheese, Swiss cheese, Emmentaler, which I don't buy often. I don't like goat milk cheese. I've tried it once or twice and I just didn't like it at all. I don't know if I've had sheep's milk cheese. I probably have, but I don't know offhand. I like Colby Jack or Colby, Monterey Jack. American cheese is not really cheese, but yeah, it works. I don't like cheese. I don't like any stinky, smelly cheeses. I never eat blue cheese or, any of those moldy cheeses, Roquefort. I've never tried Limburger cheese, which stinks to high hell. Hello, Rufus. I'm not Webble streaming. Anybody streams whenever they want. Yeah. I once had the Fontina cheese, and I hated it. It stunk, really stinky cheese. In fact, I had it at Nordstrom in Seattle or Portland because their restaurant is actually pretty good. So I ordered a light lunch when I was there. I had like an iced tea and macaroni and cheese. It said made with Fontina cheese, which I didn't know what it was. The server brought it to me, and it was like, whoo, whoa, what is this? And he said, well, yeah, it's a smelly cheese. He says, if you don't like it, don't worry. I'll bring it back and you can order something else in exchange. And I said, no, I'll keep it. It's all right. But I didn't know it was a stinky cheese. Manchego. I've seen Manchego, but I've never bought it. It's a creamy colored cheese with an orange rind on it, I think. And that's sheep's milk. I could try that one time. Yeah. Rich, hey, £2 super chat. Cheese from where I'm from is called Black Bomber. I've never heard of that, but I bought imported English cheddar cheese and imported Irish cheddar cheese. It's always good. People in Europe or in Britain, they've asked often, why do Americans have orange cheddar cheese? And the answer to that is, well, why don't you have orange cheddar cheese? But it comes in orange, and you can also get it without the orange coloring, but it's just typically orange. I thought you were joining the Jack stream. Well, when I set up the show 30 minutes ago, there was no thumbnail for a show tonight on the Docs channel. For with Jack's, if there's doing a show, there wasn't set up when I started. And here it is, scheduled for 12:20 a.m. Whenever I want to hate you, all I have to do is got it. Okay, so they are doing a show. Well, the thumbnail wasn't up earlier, so no, I have no plans of joining the Jack stream. Black Bomber cheese. The BBC. If I ever see that at a gourmet cheese department, I'll check it out. I'll buy it. Yeah, the Irish cheese was good. Yeah. It didn't compare to like Gouda from the Netherlands or Havarti from Denmark, but yeah, it's very good. Yeah. How did somebody at some point in history, somebody discovered how to make cheese, and how did they do that? How did they know how to make cheese? How did that first guy who made cheese the first time? How did he know what would happen, or how to do it, or was it just an accident that it happened? Don't know. Black Bomber cheese from Britain. Wow. They have a cheese from Britain, cheddar cheese, they call it, what do they call it? Dorset, or it's got some English city name on it. Yeah, I can't remember. McLobster. There are many great cheeses, of course. My cabbie the other day was Turkish and was telling me about this cheese from his village. They make it inside leather. I asked what it was called, and he said leather cheese. You were in a cab talking to the taxi driver about cheese? That is unbelievable. Turkish cheese made in leather. I don't know if I like the sound of that. Rich, I think the first cheesemaker was by accident. They never threw anything away back in the day. That's probably right. If you could use it, you did. It was probably just stale milk and someone took a chance. Yeah, it had to have been something like that. Yeah. I bet you in other countries, like in Asia, or they have yak cheese or water buffalo cheese, and in Africa they have giraffe cheese. Why not? Zebra cheese. I guess you can make cheese from any mammal, or any animal if there's, well, you know what I mean. What was the first person to milk a cow thinking? Well, there must have been somebody way, way back who saw a baby cow suckling on the mommy cow's teat, on the udder. And he said, there must be, that's how that baby cow is getting food, by sucking on that udder. So I'll do that too, because I'm starving to death. I'm tired of eating insects. So maybe he just started sucking right on the udder, and then somebody in the village said, "Hey, moron, what are you sticking your head under the cow's ass for? Why don't you just squeeze those teats and put it, in something, and then you can drink it out of the little, wooden mug that you can make." And he said, "Damn, that's a good idea." Yeah. In some Middle Eastern countries, they drink camel piss. I've seen videos of this. I'm not saying everyone does that, but what are those people that nomadic tribe people in the Middle East who they drink camel milk and camel piss. This is true. It's on YouTube. So it must be true. No, it actually comes from Britain, or it comes from England originally. Here it is. I've been to the town of Cheddar in England. The caves. Wow. I guess that would be a good place to go for tourism, for cheese exploration. In Africa, the tribes. Yes, correct. Camels, cows. Yeah, all that stuff. Right. It's on YouTube, so it must be true. And look at them. We got 8 viewers. And content is rolling along. We got cheese talk. It's fantastic. I just gave myself a thumbs up. So if you'd like to support the channel, please give a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It would be very nice of you to do that. No, I'm the only one who gave a thumbs up. Still the only one. Oh, is that depressing? In the deepest Himalayas, they have yak milk tea. It's like butter made into a tea, incredibly fat and protein dense. It's good. Well, if you're living in, the snowy Himalayas, you probably need that. It's probably what your body needs. They say cheese hits the same receptors as heroin. I believe it. Well, I believe that with imported Gouda cheese from the Netherlands, because when I bought Gouda cheese, especially smoked Gouda cheese, it triggers something in my brain chemistry, and it's like an addict. I can't stop. So I don't buy that anymore. The Gouda cheese from the Netherlands, because there's something about it, the enzymes or the bacteria or something about it. I don't know. I just can't stop. So I don't buy Gouda cheese anymore. Really? It is like it is to me. It's like heroin. It's just I need an all-day hit on that Gouda cheese. No, I don't want to do that anymore. Still, one thumbs up, only one. Sometimes I'll buy, rarely, but sometimes I'll buy provolone. That's not one of my usual cheese purchases. I don't usually buy provolone. I mean, I rarely buy provolone. Or at a restaurant, if it's offered as a cheeseburger, I usually choose cheddar. Conceivably Swiss, but 90% of the time it's cheddar. Or more than 90%, yeah. Provolone is, take it or leave it. Morty, try using cheese to wean off the benzos. Okay. McLobster, many women prefer cheese to oral sex. I've done my own research on this. It's a great icebreaker, too. You mean they'd rather have a block of cheese than perform oral sex? Really? That's very interesting. Wow. What if you add some pastrami in with that as well? Because pastrami, is the most erotic of the cured meats, according to George and his girlfriend. So how would you say that as an icebreaker to the girl? So which would you prefer, oral sex or a block of cheese? Is that what you say, McLobster? Or do you say, which would you prefer, some oral sex or imported cheddar cheese from Ireland? What's your line? How do you say that to the woman? I mean, we all want to know. That would be helpful useful for most of the people here, Oh, omit the word block of cheese. So you just say, so what are you into tonight? What are you feeling tonight? Want some oral sex or just some cheese? Or you feeling like oral sex? Are you in an oral sex mood or more cheese mood? You say it like that? Interesting. And he says it again. I read that many women prefer cheese to oral sex. Have you heard of this? I've never heard of this before. This is new information. And don't be a douche, right? So are you saying when you have a date and you go to the girl's house to pick her up, instead of flowers, bring over a package of Tillamook cheese? Is that what you're saying? Or imported cheddar cheese? It's an interesting approach. McLobster, I think a cheese tasting would be a hot first date. Yeah. Well, it does have possibilities when you think about it. Definitely. So, it is an alternative choice, you know, as opposed to bringing over a rotisserie chicken and a bottle of Diet Coke. So, or Coke Zero, whatever. Match the cheese quality to the caliber of woman. Right. That makes sense. So if it's a cheap, strung-out heroin skank living in downtown Portland on the street, you just bring some Safeway brand cheap shit. But if it's a really quality female, then, you know, go to the cheese department at Trader Joe's or Costco or Gourmet Market and get the imported stuff. That makes sense. Makes sense. There's a channel on YouTube which I have watched a few videos on the channel. It's a gourmet, upscale gourmet cheese shop in Beverly Hills. And there's a young guy there who works there, and he presents all these different cheeses that they have in the shop, and he opens them up. He opens up the wrappers on these big wheels or whatever of cheese, and he, you know, cuts off a little piece, and he talks all about it and where the cheese is from, and he describes the taste. And that's an interesting job, I guess. These words will live forever. From Jax, yeah. The truth about cheese is on this channel. Those other channels, they make up shit about cheese. Here we do the truth. I just looked up to see if the Doc's show is on. It is, and look who's there in the chat, Rufus. And he says, I asked Morty why he was Webble streaming And his excuse was he didn't see your thumbnail. Well, it's not an excuse. When I set up my show, I looked at Doc's channel and there was no thumbnail announcing the show. So I thought, well, maybe they're not doing one. And this was 50 minutes ago. I said, well, I'll do a show before I go to bed. So, but Woofus is revealing Webble streaming content, but it's not Webble streaming. It's just streaming. Amazing. But we'll wrap it up 5 or 10 minutes. I'll go to bed. Big day tomorrow when I wake up. First thing, go to the pharmacy. Get those benzos. Get that refill. Filled. I did hear a clip on the Watch Nicholas channel. Very short clip that I heard. It was someone asked him how much does he use for investing, and he has high six figures investment fund that he. I'd have to play the clip again to hear what he said, but he has multiple six figures he uses for investments, for playing the markets and stuff. That's what he said. I'd have to get the clip exactly, but multiple six figures at his disposal for playing the stock market and investment opportunities. You believe that? Multiple six figures. I have negative $14 in my bank account. And he's playing around with multiple six figures investing. Wow. I'm such a loser. McLobster. Morty, you said the other day you've never tried prosciutto. That's true. I've never had it. How is this possible? If I ever had it, maybe it was when I was really young and I don't remember it at all. But to the best of my knowledge, I've never had prosciutto or mortadella or any of those, Italian cured meats. Mortadella, prosciutto, and all those other ones I don't know the names of. That's true. Yeah. All right, 50 minutes. Wrap it up in 2 minutes. I'll go to bed. Last chance for any comments? Any insults? I think McLobster stole the show tonight with his cheese dating strategy. Very, very good. Yeah, I don't know how prosciutto is different than ham. I really don't know. I'd have to look at it and then ask the master, the Italian master deli man, what exactly is prosciutto? How is it different than, Oscar Mayer ham or whatever? And what exactly is mortadella, and why does it have those really funky-looking big white splotches of fat in the mortadella slices? Really doesn't look like it's something you want to eat, but giant white chunks of fat. Wow. Mortadella literally means death by fat. Well, morta, okay, that could mean death. And wow, incredible. Hey, Espresso Racer, good evening. He says, real quick, I just gotta say, Alex Jones said it right last week when he said these are kamikaze liberals. Yes. As a matter of fact, on today's email from the InfoWars email list that I'm on, daily, email. Let me see if I can find it, because the headline on it was absolutely amazing. His headline hype quality is very, very good, very sensationalistic. Yeah, this was 2 days ago. Live, Minneapolis rioters destroy hotel housing ICE agents. Trump to send border czar Homan. Plus, millions of Americans demand Trump invoke his Insurrection Act. Tune in now. Alex breaks it all down. Wow. Also, yesterday, Trump launches massive offensive against Newsom corruption. Signs executive order federalizing the Pacific Palisades disaster and beyond. Wow. Wednesday emergency broadcast. Top Democrats, listen to this. Top Democrats call for overthrow of U.S. government and the murder of Trump and other administration officials as leftist violence escalates nationwide. Plus, Trump threatens Iran with much bigger strikes. Holy shit. What a headline. But I believe that. Because they're all traitorous. They're all traitors, treasonous. And, yeah. And Alex Jones wouldn't say it if it weren't true. Okay, well, that's going to wrap up the show. 55 minutes. Karen Bass is a disgrace, the mayor of Los Angeles. All she does is photo ops, was in Africa during the fires. Yeah, you read the background of her. She was a domestic terrorist. I mean, no, as Biden, no joke. She hung out with, look up her background. Just, Google it. Look up when she was a younger, libtard. Just disgusting. I mean, insane. McLobster. The big news today was that Alex Preddy had already had a skirmish with the feds 10 days ago. Oh, I saw that. I saw that clip. He was, 10 days ago, he was caught on video kicking and punching the side of a car, an ICE vehicle, and kicking it. And the guy's just like deranged, fanatic libtard. So the ICE guys, officers got out of the car and, got him under control. Her and Waltz are literally communists. 100% correct. She studied in Cuba and he did in China. Oh, correct. He went to, Bernie Sanders had his wedding, his honeymoon in Moscow, if I recall correctly. Or was that the Clintons? I think it was Bernie Sanders went to Moscow, which, probably pretty exciting. But, but he's a commie. All these people are commies. Obama was raised by commies. His family and his friends were all commies. This is all documented fact. These liberals got used to getting let go by America-hating judges. Yeah, well, all those America-hating judges have got to be lined up and fired all at once. Just remove them from the bench. Somehow you got to remove them all. charge him with sedition and treason and yank him out of there. And if that doesn't work, declare martial law and just have the U.S. Marshals remove them all. Just arrest them. I'm all for that, too. All right, that's going to wrap up the show. I am going to go to bed. So thanks everyone for watching, Espresso Racer and McLobster, and additional thanks to tonight's show sponsors, McLobster and Rich Mitch. Thank you guys. And I'll be back soon with riveting content in a relaxed format. Oh, what's this? Oh, yeah, we got that. Right. All right, we're all caught up. Thanks, everyone. Good night. See you soon.